The book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Do not love this world nor the things it offers you. For when you love the world, you do not have the love of the Father in you. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekah HaKodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles, my bishops, my elders, a great millstone. I want to give double honors to the high priest elders that taught those men. Salutations to you brothers that are presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice, pushing the gospel of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, through the four corners of the earth. And to you believers, the Akim and Akwatu, and to you I say Shalom. This is Brother Bar Malak out of Great Millstone Camp, Austin, coming at you with a quick lesson. And the name of this lesson is the heading, Do Not Love This World. Do not love this world, something that you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans who make up the 12 tribes of the children of Israel covered after, the things of this world. The tribe of Judah would be your so-called Negroes. The tribe of Benjamin, your so-called West Indies, you call yourselves Jamaicans. The tribe of Levi, your so-called Haitians. You make up the southern kingdom of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. The northern kingdom consists of Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalan to Panamanians. Ephraim, your so-called Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, you so-called Cubans. Gad, the so-called North American Indian. Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indian. Naphtali, the so-called Argentine Chilean. Asher, you so-called Colombians to Uruguayans. And Issachar, you so-called Mexicans. You make up the northern kingdom of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. So when I'm reading the book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15, and again, do not love this world. It says, do not love this world nor the things it offers you. For when you love the world, you do not have the love of the Father in you. For the world offers only a craving for physical pleasures. And that's something that our tribe members covered after. The 12 tribes of the children of Israel, they cover after what? Their cravings for the physical pleasures. Whether that physical pleasure is what? Chasing after that bag, or whether it's the pleasures that money offers. And we know that money offers, and money should be a defense. Money offers the opportunity to travel, to buy all your, to buy your jewelry, to buy your cars, and, everything that pleases the flesh, man. It says the craving for everything we see. And I just, mentioned a few things that we see, man, those are the pleasures that you covered after, jewelry, money, houses, and money, cars, and hoes for the men. And the pride in our achievements and possessions. And many, the tribe members, specifically the women of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, the pride in our achievements and possessions, and many of their achievements come via going to these institutions of lower learning, man, and they get their bachelors, their masters, they get their doctors, they get all these different degrees, and these are the things that they cover, and these are the things these are their treasures. It said these are not from the Father, but are from this world, and these things are not from the Father, but things of this world. Verse 17, it said, and this world is fading away. And this world is fading away because the scriptures tell us in the book of Ezra, the 6th chapter, the 9th verse, that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So this age is coming to an end. This age is fading away fast, man. Why? Because Esau, Edom is the current ruler. They are the current rulership of this world, specifically the elite of the house of Edom, which is the head family Amalek. They control the major banking families. They control, this world. And saying this world is fading away along with everything that the people crave and everything that you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that y'all craving. This is about to get consumed by thermonuclear destruction, man. It said, but anyone who does what pleases Yahweh will live forever. But anything that you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans do, it gonna please the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Matter of fact, let's go to is that Timothy? 1 Timothy. Let's go down. The book of 1 Timothy. This is also in the NLT, and it reads. And one of the biggest things that you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans covered out there is that bag, that greenback, that FRN, the Federal Reserve note. It says, teach those who are rich in this world not to be proud, and not to trust in their money, which is so unreliable. Their trust should be in Yahweh, who richly give us all we need for our enjoyment. So your trust should be in the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Verse 18 says, tell them to use their money to do good, that they should be rich in good works and generous to those in need, always being ready to share with others. And that's something Esau Edom would never, they would never be rich and give to the needy. If anything, Esau Edom, the so-called self-professed white man, as many of you are experiencing to this day, that they are taking what? They take from the poor and they give to the rich. The scriptures tell us that the rich should give to the poor. Again, it says, tell them to use their money to do good. They should be rich in good works and generous to those in need, to those that are poor, always being ready to share with others. Verse 19, it says, by doing this, they will be storing up treasures, and the scriptures tell us to store up for treasures in heaven. They will store up their treasures as a good foundation for the future, so that they may experience true life. So you experience true life in the kingdom of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Matter of fact, let's go to the book of St. Matthew, the 6th chapter. And it's saying pretty much the same thing as 1 Timothy 6, 17 and 18 said. The book of St. Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 19, this is in the NLT. It said, do not store up treasures here on earth, because the earth is fading. This world is fading away, where a moth eat them and rust destroys them, and where thieves break in and steal. Store your treasures in heaven, where moth and rust cannot destroy, and thieves do not break in and steal. So anything in your earthly possessions, you should be storing up treasures in heaven. That's why the scriptures told us again. Let's go back to it. 1 Timothy, the 6th chapter, and in verse 17, it says what? Teach those who are rich in this world not to be proud and not to trust in their money, which is so unreliable. Their trust should be in Yahweh, who richly give us all we need for our enjoyment. Your trust should always be in the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. No one can steal your trust, and no one can steal the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Holy Scriptures, man, that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah bestow upon the elect of the house of Israel, of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why we'll trust in the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We don't trust in man, and we definitely don't trust in what? The things that are in this world. So when we go back to book St. Matthew, the 6th chapter again, back to St. Matthew, the 6th chapter, in verse 20, it says what? Store your treasures in heaven. How you store your treasures in heaven, man? Hey, man, by doing this work, man. That's how you store up treasures in heaven. You got to what? You got to be a doer of the word and not just a hearer of the word. That's how you storing up treasures. So the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the book of Hebrews said, Lord, matter of fact, let's go right to it. This is a labor of love, man. This is how you store up for your treasures. The book of Hebrews, chapter 6, and verse 10. And it reads, and this is in the NLT, it said, for Yahweh is not unjust. He will not forget how hard you have worked for him and how you have shown your love to him. How you show your love? By going out on the highways and the byways and doing this work. You don't show no love to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah by chasing after the greenback. That's not showing up yourself for love. We read in the book of 1 Timothy 6 and 17 how you trust in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And again, for Yahweh is not unjust. He will not forget how hard you have worked for him and how you have shown your love to him by caring for other believers, as you still do. So you got to care for other believers. That's how you store up treasures in heaven. That's how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah won't forget you. Because he's looking down. Oh, he's doing the will of the Father. He's not doing his will, but he's doing the will of the Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. He's doing the will, matter of fact. So as we go back to the book of St. Matthew, the 6th chapter, as we go back to St. Matthew 6 and verse 20, it says, store store your treasures in heaven, where moth and rust cannot destroy, and thieves do not break in and steal. Wherever your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will be also. So wherever your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So our heart is what? Is doing the will of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua by doing these epistles, by going out on the highways and the byways. That's how we get fed daily, man. That's how we get our daily bread. You know, you get your daily bread by going to your jobs, but also you get your daily bread, man, by what? Going out here on these highways and these byways, man. Because the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he don't forget how hard we work for him. He won't forget it. He's like, look, he continuing to the end. Because the scriptures tell us he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. So we want to endure to the end. We want to continue to what? To continue to do this work, to push out these epistles, to continue what? To be faithful towards the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, going out on the highways and the byways with the brethren and like-minded men, so that what? That we can be found faithful. That he can look down on us and see how hard we're working for the kingdom. So let's go to the book of James, the 4th chapter. This also in the NLT, the book of James, chapter 4 and verse 4. It says, you adulterers, do you realize that the friendship with the world makes you an enemy of the Most High? I say again, if you want to be a friend of the world, you make yourself an enemy of Yahweh. So we don't want to be an enemy to the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's why we're doing what we're doing, man. And let's look up this word adulterers. Let's look up this word adulterers. Strong's G 3428.
Strong's G 3428.
Mohalis. And it goes adulteress. It says, just outline of biblical uses. It said the intimate alliance of Yahweh with the people of Israel. See, everything always goes back to Israel, man. So when we teach this word, we're teaching to you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And while we're teaching to you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're condemning Esau, Edom, the so-called self-professed white man, who is what is a physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan on earth. So, but everything evolves around the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And again, it says, as an intimate alliance of Yahweh with the people of Israel was likened to a marriage. Those who relapse into idolatry are said to commit adultery and play the harlot. And you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all commit adultery because y'all calling on pagan gods, i.e. JC. Y'all committing adultery because y'all what? Y'all putting your money, cars, and hoes before the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, y'all covet those things, but y'all don't covet the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Y'all don't cover the will of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and that's the what? That's to go out here and teach this gospel and what? To bring those who are destined to receive salvation, you know, back to their father, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, man. So again, it says an intimate alliance of Yahweh with the people of Israel. And we know that Jacob's name was changed to Israel when he fought with the angel. So, and his name was changed to Israel, and which is Yasharallah, he prince of the power, and Jacob is the progenitor of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, was likened to a marriage. Those who relapse into idolatry are said to commit adultery and play the harlot. And we know that you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are playing the harlot because y'all are chasing after the things of this world as opposed to chasing after the will and the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So we're going to close it out there. It's time for you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans to renew your mind. Matter of fact, let's go to the book of Ephesians. Let's go to the book of Ephesians. Salakia. Come on, I said Ephesians, Salakia. Let's go back to the book of St. Matthew. Let's go back to the book of St. Matthew, the 6th chapter. Let's go down. We're going to jump down to the The 24th, yeah. The book of St. Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 24, it says, no man can serve two masters, for you will hate one or love the other. You will be devoted to the one that despises the other. You cannot serve both Yahweh and money. So you can't serve both Yahweh and the money, because you're going to covet out the one and you're going to despise the other. And 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all despise the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh on this side. And what y'all covet after the money, man. Y'all covet after this money. Because y'all think that this money is going to bring y'all the kingdom. Y'all think that this money is going to bring y'all the happiness that y'all so desire. You know, your happiness should be in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. That's what you should be coveting after. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah and the knowledge that Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah cover. Matter of fact, we'll close it out right here in the book of St. John, chapter 7. And we're going to go to verse 38. And it reads, the book of St. John, chapter 7 and verse 38. It reads, anyone who believes in me may come and drink, for the scriptures declares rivers of living water will flow from his heart. So anyone that believes in the Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, come and drink. What? Come and drink this truth. Come and drink. Come and absorb this truth, man. For the scriptures declares rivers of living water will flow from his heart. And the rivers of the living waters is the holy scriptures, man. Will flow from your mind. So we're going to close it out there. I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles, my bishops, my elders of Great Millstone, double honors to the high priest elders that taught those men, and salutations once again to you brothers that are presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice, pushing the gospel of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah through the four corners of the earth. Shalom.